In a small mountain village surrounded by whispering pines and winding paths, there lived a boy named Ravi. He wasn't the smartest student, nor the strongest. But what made him special was something simple. He never stopped trying. Ravi's family lived in a small wooden hut. His father worked as a porter, carrying goods up and down the mountain trails, while his mother wove baskets to sell in the nearby market. Money was tight. Some nights, dinner was just rice and salt. Still, Ravi dreamed big. He wanted to become an architect to build safe, beautiful homes for people like his parents who worked hard but had little. Every morning before sunrise, Ravi would put on his worn-out shoes and start his long journey to school. The road wound steeply along the mountain cliffs. In summer, it was dusty and dry. In winter, the snow froze his hands until they turned red. Many children in his village had given up going to school. But Ravi kept walking, step by step, no matter the weather. One morning, exhausted and discouraged, Ravi sat by the roadside, wondering if all his effort even mattered. That's when he heard a rhythmic sound echoing through the valley, clang, clang, clang. He followed the sound and saw an old stonecutter at work. The man stood before a massive boulder, striking it again and again with a hammer. His back was bent, his clothes covered in dust, yet there was peace in his movements, almost like he had been doing this forever. Ravi watched for a while. The rock didn't move an inch. Not a crack. Not even a chip. Finally, Ravi couldn't hold his curiosity. "Sir?" he asked softly. "Why do you keep hitting that rock when it's not breaking?" The old man smiled. His voice was rough but kind. "Son, this rock may not break today, or tomorrow, or even next week. But every strike I make weakens it, even if I can't see it yet. When the day finally comes and it splits open, people will say it happened with one hit. But I will know, it was the hundreds before that made the difference." Those words sank deep into Ravi's heart. Every strike counts. That day, when he walked to school, his steps felt lighter. He no longer thought about how far the journey was, or how long it would take to reach his dreams. He just focused on the next step, the next small effort that would one day make the rock of life crack open. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into years. He studied under the dim glow of a lamp. He helped his father in the fields by day and read his books by night. There were times when failure made him cry, when people mocked him, saying, "Why work so hard? You'll end up right here like the rest of us." But Ravi remembered the stonecutter's words. He kept striking. Every page he studied was a hammer. Every challenge he faced, another blow. Days turned to months, and months into years. Ravi kept studying, one chapter at a time, one exam at a time, slowly but steadily. When the results finally came, he had topped the district. A scholarship took him to the city, far from the mountains, far from home. The city was overwhelming, loud, busy, and full of people who seemed smarter, richer, and faster. There were nights when Ravi felt small again, like the boy walking uphill, exhausted and unseen. But he whispered to himself, "Make one strike every day." And he did. Years later, Ravi returned to his village, this time not as a boy with a dream, but as an architect with a mission. He built strong homes that could withstand the mountain winds. He designed a new school with solar lights so children could study even at night. The same villagers who once doubted him now gathered around in awe. One of them asked, "How did you do it, Ravi? What's your secret?" Ravi smiled gently and replied, "I just kept walking, even when the road was steep. I learned that success doesn't come from one big leap, but from many small steps, taken every single day." So remember, consistency is the bridge between dreams and reality. Every small effort, every page studied, every small strike leaves a mark, every step taken, matters more than you think. You may not see change today, but one day, you'll look back and realize how far your steady steps have carried you. If you enjoyed this story, give it a like and share it with others. And don't forget to subscribe so you'll always be the first to see more inspiring stories like this one. Thank you for watching.